Tiffany Mead's life in the tranquil village of Brooksville took a dark turn when frightening threats threatened her safety. Law enforcement planned an ambitious scheme after suspecting her estranged business partner, Mark Roberts. A mystery stranger dressed as a hitman appeared as an undercover cop, creating a web of deception to reveal the genuine perpetrator. Tensions rose in Brooksville as the phony hitman staged secret meetings, prompting Mark Roberts' concern only moments before the alleged hit. The town, which had been immobilized by fear, sighed a sigh of relief as justice was restored in this unusual story of deceit, endurance, and the fine line between right and evil. However, crime and justice stories frequently defy assumptions and blur the borders between right and wrong. Tiffany Mead's case stands out as an engrossing story in a tiny town, leaving the community befuddled and law enforcement wrestling with a complicated web of deception and danger. Tiffany, who was first viewed as an ordinary woman, became caught in a risky scenario, only to be spared by an unexpected twist involving a phony hitman. Tiffany Mead's life unfolded in the quiet village of Brooksville, where regularity was the norm and everyone knew everyone else. Tiffany's peace was disturbed when she received a series of scary letters threatening her life. Tiffany contacted local police authorities, sparking an inquiry into the bizarre threats that would lead to the discovery of a deadly conspiracy. In their search for justice, officials dug deep into Tiffany Mead's case, unearthing a tangled web of deception and vengeance. Tiffany's former business partner, Mark Roberts, emerged as a main suspect, motivated by both hatred and a desire to kill her. The plot took an unexpected turn when Tiffany was promised protection by a mysterious stranger claiming to be a hitman. Little did she know, this alleged hitman was an undercover investigator working tirelessly to uncover the genuine mastermind behind the threats. The covert operation was complex, requiring the construction of a ruse to convince Mark Roberts that the hired assassin was ready to carry out the heinous deed. This intricate ploy was designed not only to capture the criminal in the act, but also to collect incontrovertible evidence for a judicial battle. As the phony hitman performed his part, tensions in Brooksville rose, and the little town was blissfully unaware of the complex sting operation expertly arranged by law authorities to protect Tiffany Mead's safety. The pressure mounted as the phony hitman held secret encounters with Mark Roberts, all of which were meticulously observed by an undercover team. The pinnacle of the operation occurred when, under the idea that his plan was going smoothly, Mark Roberts was caught by law enforcement authorities only seconds before the alleged hit. The town, which had been frozen by terror, released a communal sigh of relief as the truth unraveled, ensuring Tiffany Mead's safety. Furthermore, this painstakingly orchestrated operation not only exposed the community's malevolence, but also demonstrated the extent to which police enforcement was ready to go to protect an innocent life. The deceitful ploy served as a shield, ensuring that justice was served and that the genuine initiator was held accountable. Tiffany Mead's life, which was in danger, became a symbol of a community's strength in the face of evil. The little community of Brooksville watched the victory of justice over malevolence when the veneer shattered and the genuine orchestrator of the threats was revealed. The complicated dance between the undercover cop and Mark Roberts demonstrated the delicate balance necessary to safeguard the weak while outwitting those seeking to cause damage. The investigation's exposure offered closure to a terrified community, demonstrating the ability of law enforcement techniques to demolish even the most intricate plots. Tiffany Mead's journey from being a victim of deception and vengeance to rising from the shadows of danger exemplifies the tenacity of individuals as well as the collective power of a community unified against nefarious forces. It reverberates beyond Brooksville's borders, reflecting the worldwide need for justice and the relentless efforts of those dedicated to ensuring the safety and well-being of the innocent. Tiffany Mead's story is a sobering reminder of the fine line between justice and vigilantism. In a town where confidence had been destroyed, law enforcement used unusual methods to save an innocent life and guarantee that the criminal faced the repercussions of their actions. Tiffany Mead's story exemplifies the tenacity of justice and the extent to which authorities will go to safeguard individuals in danger. Tiffany's terrible terrifying experience, however, did not stop with Mark Roberts' worry. Her estranged husband, Chris Erdman, was discovered to have attempted to murder her by cutting her neck in front of their child. Tiffany's survival signaled the start of a nightmare, as Chris Erdman, hell-bent on seeing her dead, began his nasty pursuit even from behind bars. The terrifying events occurred on July 23, 2013, when Tiffany attempted suicide in an attempt to escape Chris's aggression. The terrible moments were recorded on the 911 call, illustrating the extent of her psychological agony. However, the 911 operator, suspecting something fishy, inquired deeper, eventually uncovering the twisted reality behind Tiffany's desperate deed. Tiffany was found in serious condition with a neck slit and a puzzling scene that hinted at a deeper, darker story. Officers on the scene began to piece together the jigsaw of a lady plagued not only by self-inflicted wounds, but also by the cruel deeds of her estranged husband as Tiffany struggled for her life. The inquiry resulted in Chris Erdman's arrest, but the case's complications were far from resolved. Tiffany's survival meant that justice had to be served, not only for her, but for the entire town, which had been tormented by the specter of domestic abuse. Tiffany's case was assigned to Lieutenant Jen Daly, who was determined to bring Chris Erdman to justice for his horrible deeds. The subsequent interrogation revealed a terrifying narrative of what happened that fateful night. Chris Erdman had planned a violent attack, slashing Tiffany's throat in a brutal attempt to terminate her life, motivated by a perverted desire to dominate her. Tiffany's courageous statement, together with information acquired by law enforcement, formed a devastating picture of Chris Erdman's malice. The case took an unexpected turn when it was found that Chris Erdman was arranging Tiffany's murder from behind bars. In a surprising turn of events, he sought to hire a hitman to finish what he had begun. The alleged hitman, unbeknownst to Chris, was an undercover officer methodically recording the scope of his diabolical plans. The undercover investigation revealed Chris Erdman's callousness as he casually discussed Tiffany's murder arrangements. The news sent shockwaves across the neighborhood, reinforcing the seriousness of Tiffany's situation. A series of taped conversations revealed the delicate dance between law enforcement and the culprit, demonstrating Chris's total contempt for human life. The operation culminated with Chris Erdman's refusal of parole, a significant success in assuring Tiffany's continued safety. Tiffany, now remarried and strong, remained alert against her former husband's lingering danger. Tiffany bravely confronted the guy who had attempted to destroy her life during the parole hearings, aided by Lieutenant Jen Daly. In a shocking turn of events, a prison informant revealed critical information, revealing Chris Erdman's plans to hire a hitman. Despite the risks, the informant's assistance was critical in constructing a case against Chris. Law enforcement used undercover operations, surveillance, and strategic maneuvers to safeguard Tiffany and bring Chris Erdman to justice. Tiffany Mead's story exemplifies law enforcement's diligent efforts, survivors' perseverance, and the necessity for a strong judicial system to address the intricacies of domestic abuse. Tiffany's transformation from victim to survivor illustrates the courage that can be discovered in the face of hardship. Lieutenant Jen Daly's unrelenting devotion to justice and Tiffany's drive to regain her life highlight the significance of a community working together to combat the horrors of domestic violence. Tiffany's experience serves as a sharp reminder of the cultural problems surrounding domestic abuse as she strives to rebuild her life. It asks for a communal commitment to assisting survivors, bringing offenders responsible, and establishing a society in which such atrocities are condemned unequivocally. Brooksville is left to deal with the wounds left by the deeds of people motivated by malice in the aftermath of this stormy event. Tiffany Mead's story, distinguished by tenacity and the quest for justice, reverberates far beyond the borders of a tiny community, challenging society to address the reality of domestic abuse and unite against those who wish to be hurt. Brooksville remains a tribute to justice, triumphing over malevolence in the aftermath of Tiffany Mead's tragic tragedy. As the community rebuilds, one issue lingers. How can tiny communities secure themselves against unknown dangers while ensuring their citizens' safety? Tiffany's tale starts a conversation about resilience and communal security. Well, that's it for today. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.